Bakker, the naturopath. How are you all going out there? I'm still talking about omega-3. This topic today is how much omega-3 for a teenager. All right. So pretty much everyone's diet today is deficient in omega-3. We've seen that through long-term studies and research into the omega index, so looking at how much fatty acids are in people's red blood cells, and a lot of people have got incredibly low levels, well below the mark. But none more than teenagers, because if we look at the stress that young people are under today and the crappy diets and all the technology and the less sleep they're getting and all this COVID stuff and worried about high rents and all it goes on and on. So people are under a lot of pressure today. So omega-3s are becoming a very powerful tool for a lot of physicians now, because they realize that long-term use is very good for not just cognitive health, but also mood support. And that's something else a lot of young people have today, in mood issues, depression and anxiety. Every time you turn on the TV, there's something bad. I mean, is it any wonder that young people so hooked into social media today feel bad? I'm just so glad I grew up in an era with no Google, no cell phones, no CCTV, no nothing. I just lived my life. Didn't have to keep clicking on things all the time, you know? Anyway, I'm having a rant here. For teens, the big thing I would recommend if you've got teens is to look at what they're eating. That's the key thing. Now, Tracy and I have always eaten good food. And we've been together, 35 years? The kids have always eaten good food for that reason. And today, now they're still eating good food. So takeaways, fizzy drinks, soda drinks, alcohol, they don't do any of that stuff. That's because we didn't do any of that stuff. So as a tree is bent, that's how it grows. So if a tree grows up being fed on pizzas, Coca-Cola, it's not going to be a healthy looking tree by the time it's about 70 or 80. But if that tree is fed good food and clean water, it's going to grow strong. It's going to withstand storms. It's going to withstand a lot of stuff. All right? And that's how you've got to think of it with a teenager. What you feed that teen is what that teen will turn into. We become what we eat when you think about it. We're products of our diet. Food is the way forward. Supplements are important today because teens don't sit around and say, wow man, I had this great piece of oily mackerel the other day to eat, you know, it was so good. Kids don't talk like that. They're going to say stuff like, wow man, I had this great burger and fries. That's what they're going to say, right? So dosages for teens, if you're looking at 4 to 12-year-old, 2,000 milligrams a day, right? At least 2,000 milligrams. Even a 4-year-old can take 2,000 milligrams. It's best to give one capsule twice daily with foods. A good dose for those 12 to 18 is 3,000 a day, which is the adult dose really. So don't feel bad about giving a young person omega-3. Young women really benefit from omega, particularly with their menstrual cycle, if they've got cramping or pain. Guys benefit from it too, particularly their acne will benefit from omega-3, and skin. Eyes will benefit, so very, very good supplement to give to teenagers are omega-3 supplements. All right, thanks for tuning in.